She's like, I want enough to where I know I'm going to be taken care of. And I'm like, okay. So she gave me a number and I'm like, but that's not half.
More
it wasn't half of what we were worth.
It was less.
It was less.
However, as a result of the law, Boogie ended up giving her half of what he had anyway.
I'm gonna be honest though, like if she was helping with the channel and shit like that, you know, and putting in that work, I feel like she should. But I honestly, bro, if you're not helping me with the channel or anything like that, you don't deserve a dime of anything that I'm sorry. SunnyV2's Boogie2988 deserves his failure. If I'm not mistaken, SunnyV2 dropped a video with Boogie in it. I don't think he dropped like a full Boogie video, but I feel like he dropped a video with Boogie in it. And I think he's like raging a lot or something like that. I don't know. We gotta see. I gotta see. I need a little recap, not gonna lie.
Boogie recently announcing that he's basically broke shouldn't be a surprise to anyone, as if you follow all of his incredibly poor choices made over the last
I just bought a Tesla. This is my favorite new car of a lifetime. Shaking.
4 and a bit years, you'll understand that bankruptcy was almost unavoidable. So let's begin by looking at October 2018, in which Boogie's main source of income, his YouTube channel, slowly began to die. Up until this point, Boogie had established a reputation as an overweight yet friendly nerdy gamer who people considered charming since he was totally fine with each of his flaws. When he wasn't playing his fat Francis character, Boogie was telling wholesome stories about his personal life, with one of the more notable ones being
Am I bugging? Am I bugging? Is that me? Is it glowing out because of me, or is
it Francis' character? Boogie was telling wholesome stories about his personal life, with one of the more notable ones being a video titled "What It's Like to Be Broke." In this video,
hold on. Why is my shit in 480p? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? It might be you, it might be.
Totally fine with each of his flaws. When he wasn't playing his fat Francis character, Boogie was telling wholesome stories about his personal life, with one of the more notable ones being a video titled "What It's Like to Be Broke." In this video, Boogie explained that he had grown up in a fairly poor environment.
So they had decent income. It's just they didn't like to spend it on us kids, at least on me.
And that as a result of that, he was now much wiser with his income.
Now, you know what I do with my money? Every single dime, every single penny goes into the bank, because I don't ever want to live that way again.
Which felt both inspiring and relatable, especially since Boogie highlighted that he now only spent money on things that would improve his videos.
I used every dime to buy better computer equipment, to get better. And after just a year and a half, I was able to go off because I started earning my YouTube income.
This desire to improve the content unsurprisingly resulted in better uploads, and by early 2014, Boogie passed 1 million subscribers before uploading a new video simply titled "How Much Money Does Boogie2988 Make?", which felt like yet another wholesome yet modest upload, which had clearly been made with the goal of helping his audience.
I want to make sure you have the tools in mind so that you fully understand how much income we already have coming in and make an educated decision of whether or not you ever want to participate in that kind of thing.
Boogie went on to politely imply that he was making over $100,000 per year from YouTube, which didn't include third-party income like Patreon.
So let's take, for example, a YouTube channel similar to mine that's bringing in 10 million views per month. If a YouTube channel is bringing in 10...
Hold on. Something ain't right. Something not sounding... When was this? This had to be back then. 10 million views a month and only making 100K is crazy. I'm sorry. 7 years ago? Okay, solid. Well, maybe I don't even know if they was getting paid more back then. But 10 million views in a month this time around? Bro, you making bank, bro.
10 million views per month. Divide that by 1,000, you've got 10,000. Multiply that by $1, and you'll have a really good idea of how much ad revenue that channel's bringing in.
And that if you counted his YouTube channel as an asset, he himself was worth more than $1 million.
Boogie, are you a millionaire? Well, it depends on how you calculate millionaire. If you include my YouTube channel as it is, yes. After 3 more years, I'll have earned by then $1 million total in YouTube ad revenue.
This was followed by Boogie reassuring his audience that all of the money was being used wisely.
The majority of the money we make goes into the bank. We do not live very large by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, obviously I'm large, but we do not spend a grotesque amount of money.
Which led to more positive comments such as, "Wild guess, but he's very rich now. He deserves it. He's one of the only YouTubers that didn't let the money and fame get to his head. He's still just as humble and cool as when he started. I admire that. Amazing video, Boogie. You're one of the realest, most transparent YouTubers out there, and please know that your fans appreciate it." I clicked on this video randomly and I stayed to watch, and to be honest, I'm really happy happy this guy makes a lot of money. Don't know him, never seen his videos, but I'm just glad that he makes money. He's very humble and I respect that a lot. This positive sentiment toward Boogie resulted in more views, subscribers, and Patreon members, which strengthened his financial position immediately, whilst also giving him the chance to stream on Twitch, opening up another source of income which kept him financially stable during the adpocalypse.
I will be fine. Losing my YouTube ad revenue will hit us pretty hard, but I've diversified our income.
Things were going so well for Boogie that in August of 2017, he paid for weight loss surgery.
I'm home from surgery, that everything went well. The surgery went way better than I had expected. The doctor did it in a very short period of time.
However, while this would initially improve Boogie's health dramatically,
I'm 110 pounds down since the
that's
pre-op diet.
good.
And then I've lost 7.5 inches from my waistline.
it would eventually contribute to him going broke in an unexpected way. Boogie explained in a video that for married people, the weight loss surgery tremendously increases the likelihood that you'll end up getting divorced.
The surgery and the recovery from it is really, really hard on a marriage. 85% of marriages fail
Jeez.
after the surgery within the first 2 years.
He added that in the lead up to the surgery, his marriage was already in a rough spot.
Our marriage was
Damn.
far from perfect. One major issue that was persistent throughout the entire marriage, and that was my anxiety disorder.
And as a result of him now being in a healthier condition, his wife suggested that they should divorce.
She told me that she was thinking about separating now that I was out of the surgery and now that I was nice and healthy. We talked about it and decided that she should take a break. 2 weeks into that, she called up and said that she had made her decision, that she wanted things to be a more permanent change, and that we should start moving in that direction.
Boogie
that's
explained that his
crazy.
wife was extremely generous in the divorce, having stated that she wanted far less than 50% of the finances.
And she's like, I want enough to where I know I'm going to be taken care of. And I'm like, okay. So she gave me a number and I'm like, but that's not half.
More
It
or
wasn't
less?
half of what we were worth.
It was less.
It was less.
However, as a result of the law, Boogie ended up giving her half of what he had anyway.
She divorced him because he started to get healthier. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand that. I mean, maybe it was the healing process, you know, and the healing that's behind it. I'm gonna be honest though, like if she was helping with the channel and shit like that, you know, and putting in that work, I feel like she should. But I honestly, bro, if you're not helping me with the channel or anything like that, you don't deserve a dime of anything that I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? If you need something, you know what I'm saying? I got you. But to think you just entitled to that is crazy. It's just like, I just can't, if you not helping me, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Now, if you have kids, I feel like if you have kids, that is a different story. You have to take care of the kids. So then, like child support is solid. I agree 100% in child support. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're not taking care of your kids, you're gonna have to cough up some dough. But spousal support, I can't get behind that, bro. If we don't have no kids and you just want money because I got money and we no longer together, like, especially if you initiate the divorce, like, I didn't want to get a divorce. You wanted a divorce. You wanted to break up, but then you want some of my bread? No. I just can't get behind that.
Anyway,
She's legally entitled to 50% of everything we own. You make sure it's half so she has no recourse moving forward.
while Boogie's financial position had taken a pretty substantial hit, his audience was still cheering for him with comments such as, "I hope this is the birth of a new Boogie, a healthy Boogie, no baggage, just a happy, healthy, outgoing Boogie." However, after his marriage would officially come to an end, the opposite of this happened.
My
Yeah.
brain is kind of in a situation where it's just chaos all the time. It's just chaos. This emotional stew in my brain all the time of positive feelings, negative feelings, numbness, frustration, and anger, you know.
Not only had the split resulted in a massive blow to Boogie's mental health, but throughout the process, the storytime rambling videos, which were once uplifting, inspirational, and designed to help his viewers, began to feel like they were being made with the goal of receiving sympathy pity from the audience. Additionally, Boogie's positive can-do attitude, where he wanted to invest his savings into making excellent content for the viewers, had transformed into this complete lack of confidence for the future of his channel.
And I'm not smart enough to be able to figure that stuff out. I'll never be good at titles. I'll never be good at thumbnails. I'm not even that good at video creation.
Leading him to develop an attitude of just wanting to get by as opposed to wanting to grow his audience.
As long as my rent is paid, as long as my mortgage is paid, as long as I can keep the lights on, as long as I can support myself and the people that I currently employ, hey, I'm happy with that.
The final video related to his divorce, in which Boogie explained that he now fully owned his house again, happened to have been uploaded in October 2018, which was the very same month where Boogie began to lose subscribers. The decline will be addressed in a video titled State of the Channel 2019, in which he mentioned that the breakup had a significant impact on the channel's viewership.
2018, as we've talked about, It was one of the roughest years of my life, and it really showed here on the channel.
Before going on to state that the storytime pity party videos were also impacting the channel negatively.
I know, just complain and whine and just be miserable. Sharing who and what I am has been counterproductive in quite a bit in the last year or so. Mostly when it comes to the mental issues, the anxiety, the depression, stuff like that.
Boogie would conclude the video.
Like, here's my thing though, chat. Everybody goes through this shit. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people go through this shit. And like, what's crazy is like, I try not to project my anxiety and other things like that onto y'all. I try to come on here with a can-do attitude, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because like, if you're suffering from anxiety, you're sad, you don't want to get on here and watch more sad fucking videos. But this might have been his way to, you know what I'm saying, combat that. This might have been his way to outlet. And it fucked him over in the end, to be honest. Like, getting on there and spewing negativity, nobody in a negative headspace wants to watch more negativity. You know what I mean? So...
video by stating that he was very excited about the future.
I'm feeling a lot better, and I'm very engaged and excited about what we will be doing.
He just wants to get it off his chest. That's why you gotta see a therapist, gang. Gotta see a therapist. Trying to spew it onto, you know what I'm saying,
on the channel.
However,
like having a positive mindset all these years and then coming on and then spewing the negative parts, it's gonna you're gonna get a little bit of backlash. You are, because it's just like, bro, what happened to the positive person? You know what I'm saying?
Feeling a lot better, and I'm very engaged and excited about what we will be doing here on the channel.
However, only 3 days after this video was uploaded, a now infamous mega thread would be posted to Reddit, which would go on to significantly impact Boogie's reputation. It was titled "The Hidden Truth Boogie Doesn't Want You to Know," and it featured over 5,000 words, showcasing that Boogie wasn't exactly the nice guy he tried to portray. The thread brought up topics such as his behavior on stream, various edgy comments he had made over the years, as well as the way he acted in his marriage, with commenters stating this document is up there with the Constitution and the Magna Carta. However, the thread was posted to a fairly unknown subreddit, and if Boogie had simply ignored the thread, people likely would have forgotten about it, although this isn't what would happen. Boogie instead decided to wage a war against the person who began the mega thread.
I started a war. This guy has been coming at me for 5 years.
Before going on to complain about the criticism in countless different videos.
This subreddit has been actively attacking me and going through everything I've ever said and ever done on the internet for the last 3 years.
Just 2 years prior, in 2017, Boogie was handling criticism much more effectively, even stating that some of the points were valid.
A lot of people have been discussing me over the past couple weeks. I've been on the front page of Reddit, and they tend to discuss me in a very negative light, which is reasonable.
And obviously, Boogie's new 2019 strategy of trying to stop the criticism only led to more criticism. 3 months after the mega thread was posted, Boogie would upload a new video titled "Taking a Break, I Give Up, You Guys Win," in which he'd state that he needed a short break as a result of being anxious and nervous. With fewer uploads and a declining reputation, his monthly subscriber count began to fall off a cliff, losing 5,000, 14,000, 28,000, before losing another 42,000 in August 2019, representing a decline of more than 100,000 subscribers in only 4 months.
Jesus.
Rather than improving the content, Boogie ramped up the complaints and apologies, which not only led to a decrease in views from an average of 10 million per month to 2 million per month, but it also led to comments from his audience such as, "I used to watch every video before. For me, you were like the Mr. Rogers of YouTube. Soft, understanding, and compassionate. Lately, it had just been apologies and complaining. I miss the old content, not because of Francis or gaming or whatever, but because of that person." Despite Boogie's clear decline in his views, subscribers, and income, his spending habits hadn't changed one bit, as midway through this collapse,
She bought a Tesla. Where is it? They're building it at the moment. It'll be here in a few weeks.
it announced that he was taking on a $100,000 loan to purchase a Tesla.
Hey, psst. I'm not one to gossip, but I heard you wasn't following me on Twitter and Instagram, and you wasn't updated when I wasn't able to post on YouTube, and you thought I was gone. So follow me on Twitter and Instagram. It's that simple. Enjoy the rest of the vid.
I still haven't got it fully financed yet. I'm having to finance it, obviously.
Oh my god, I just put myself $100,000 in debt. My car payment's $1,700 a month or something like that.
$1,700 a month is actually insane. Actually, I'm sorry, but I don't think I have it in me to ever pay that much a month for a fucking car.
That's more money than I make on Twitch. That's like half of my YouTube revenue this month.
Boogie then made a tweet about how expensive the car was, giving him another opportunity to make himself look like an idiot.
I tweeted out that I was not going to be able to afford this car.
Reddit and Twitter lost their minds. Oh, are you trying to manipulate people into giving you money?
The answer is yes. Give me some money. If you guys want to help me pay for my Tesla, please go ahead and dig deep. I sure would like a free Tesla. Reach down in your pockets and give me $100,000 tonight.
Which becomes even worse after he'd mentioned that he still owed a bunch of money on his house.
My house is worth $300,000. I still owe $200,000 in the house.
And that he knew the Tesla was going to
Jesus.
decline in value over time.
But that car is just going to get cheaper and cheaper and cheaper as it goes.
In the year that followed, Boogie's Patreon
Listen,
members
I ain't gonna lie. To be honest, bro, that's why I would never buy a brand new car. I'll buy it like 1 to 2 years used, but buying a brand new car is so just, it's not a smart move. It does, as soon as you drive it off the lot, it does nothing but depreciate in value, bro.
almost halved from 120 down to 65, partially as a result of him taking long breaks from creating content.
You'll notice that for the last 3 weeks, I've really not been updated. I have not streamed in 3 weeks.
Which accompanied the transformation of his comment section from a once positive place full of supporters to a wasteland of negativity full of detractors. It's incredible how openly money-oriented this guy is. This guy talks like a minister from some cheesy, scammy late-night ministry where you're supposed to send a $50 check for good luck. Imagine this guy would win the lottery. He'd be broke within 12 months, which would eventually turn out to be somewhat accurate. After his back and forth with Frank Hassel in early 2021, Boogie had to shell out a bunch of money for legal fees.
Let me point out just how expensive all of this was. And obviously, I took money out of my bank account and I paid for it out of pocket. This cost tens of thousands of dollars to fight.
Which also resulted in Boogie producing less content.
I was advised by everyone to live stream less, to make less YouTube videos, to say less things that could be taken out of context and used against me before we had a result, because you know from Reddit and 4chan that that's what they like to do to me. But that cost me a small fortune and lost wages and lost ad revenue as well.
However, thankfully, according to a video titled I Am Finally Rich, How Crypto Made Me Rich, Boogie apparently had no financial problems whatsoever. In the video, he explained that back in 2019, Boogie had taken a massive gamble by purchasing a bunch of cryptocurrency, and by early 2021, he had quadrupled his money.
I basically took every dime I had in liquid funds and invested it in a huge gamble. I invested pretty much everything I had into cryptocurrency. I invested all the way back here, and yeah, that's where we currently are with that market. So to say that I doubled my money is an understatement. In fact, I did more than that.
Yeah,
Boogie then tried
I ain't gonna lie, crypto made a lot of niggas money, but now that shit is kaput.
Pathetically coax his audience into trying to give him more money.
Never feel pressured to get one of those memberships down below. Never feel pressured to subscribe on Twitch. Never feel pressured to make a donation or interact with one of my sponsors. Never feel pressured to buy a t-shirt.
Before going on to state that he planned on taking the money out of crypto to put it into a safer investment.
And that's if I don't take the money and invest it in something that will make me money, which I am most certainly going to do.
However, as highlighted by almost every comment, the video aged incredibly poorly. Because only a year after posting it, Boogie uploaded a new video titled I Need Your Help, in which he explained that he had lost almost all of his money to the crypto market and now required donations from the audience.
Yeah. Once that money was up like that, niggas was, bro, listen. Crypto, yeah, you should have been took your money out. Nigga, you just taking your money out of crypto? Oh yeah, you lost that. That's gone. You should have... Yo, bro, not even like once it was doing all that ups and downs and shit, you gotta realize you can't hold on, bro. Grab that shit. Crypto was not them NFTs, bro. I seen a thing earlier and I was just in shock and awe. This nigga Justin Bieber bought one of those Bored Ape NFTs for $1.4 million. Guess how much it's worth today, chat? He bought it for 1.4. Guess how much it's worth today? $74,000. That nigga lost 1.3 million on a picture. 1.3 million. You paid 1.4. That shit is worth less than 100 bands. Right, on a JPEG. Like, and niggas was like, oh, you buy NFTs, I'm like, I'm not paying no bread for no fucking picture. You got me fucked up. What are NFTs used for? Stupidity. That's it. I cannot get, bro. Crypto, at this point, crypto dead. It might have another jolt in like a couple years, but NFTs are dead. Crypto right now is dead. And niggas, so many people lost so much money in the crypto space, bro. And niggas still trying to push cryptocurrency. Like, bro, it's not happening, bro. It was all, facts, it was all a scam. And they gonna try to revive it in like I would say like a couple years. They gonna try to revive that shit. He's gonna get rich quick and pull out, and it's gonna be the same stupid rotation.
Audience.
Well, this is a video I've dreaded making. You know, I spent a tremendous amount of money on dumb things. But the biggest issue is that I had a nice big nest egg, but I put my money in the crypto market in the wrong section, and I pretty much lost most of everything.
This is the most interesting case study, watching someone who hasn't had to work in over a decade finally have to go back to work. I remember him saying, "Don't worry about me. I'm financially secure to the point that if I stop making videos tomorrow, I can live comfortably for the rest of my life." Just remember that the reason this video was filmed in his garden is because if it was filmed in his office, we'd all be able to see his thousands of dollars worth of arcade machines, magic cards, and gaming memorabilia. While it's almost impossible to find a single positive comment on the entire video, Boogie would receive $1,109 in donations. However, this small figure was certainly at the expense of his dignity and
Your views are 4 times higher than usual. Jesus, more regular viewers are choosing to watch it. Jesus.
reputation. Boogie hasn't seen a single month of positive subscriber growth since May of 2019, almost 4 years ago, and with no clear desire to change any of his daily habits, it's unlikely that his YouTube channel or financial situation will see any kind of recovery anytime soon.
Damn. It's crazy, man. It looks like he gained more weight as well. I mean, if he did, you gotta, like, you can get like that gastric bypass surgery to help you lose weight, but if you don't maintain it, you spent the bread for no reason, to be honest. But you know what I'm saying? Solid video. You know what I'm saying? SunnyV2. You know what I'm saying? SunnyV2. That W fucking vid. W vid.